Hello, this is Dr. Victoria Skirbo speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. I'd like to speak to you today about the astrology of Thursday, March 2nd. Today the moon shifts into Taurus. It occurs around 2 something in the morning on the East Coast. So it spends most of the day in Taurus. And the Taurus moon stabilizes our emotions. Can make us a little bit stubborn, kind of digging our heels around our feelings. And that's good and bad, because today we have an opposition between Jupiter and Uranus. This is the second of 3. The first one occurred on Thanksgiving in the United States. And the opposition between Uranus and Jupiter is a point of awareness. This cycle began back in 2010, 2011, when those 2 planets were conjoined in first Aries and then Pisces. And so we were starting a new cycle of the expansion of our consciousness. And we can remember back then just how revolutionary those times were. That was the time of the Arab Spring. It was the time of the Occupy Wall Street movement in the United States. So there was the beginnings of revolution at that time, and now the cycle has made its way through half its cycle. And this point in the cycle is really about awareness. It's about becoming aware of the 2 sides, perhaps, of the issue. What's interesting is that Uranus is a revolutionary energy, Jupiter is an expansive energy, but Uranus in Aries is really about the need for freedom, the need to be who we are, the need to no longer be under the oppressiveness of social regimes that oppress us and don't allow us to be who, our unique selves. And so a lot of, at the beginning of that cycle, a lot of very oppressive regimes began to be challenged. And we could see that certainly in the Middle East, but we could, to a certain extent, see it here in America as well. And now we're in a full-blown point of revolution where people are taking to the streets. It's part of the cycle. And it's really about our need to be uniquely who we are, and yet how can we function within society doing that. And it's not a either or, although some people want you to think it's either or. It's an and. We are individuals, we all have our gifts, we all have our needs to be who we are, and we can work together to make the social make things in society better and more reflective of our knowledge. The old paradigm is falling away, and this is a point of awareness around that. And we need to eventually stop fighting each other and working together. And we might have that awareness today. And yet this is only halfway through. The social part of the cycle is just beginning. And so we are going to be working together for the next, say, 7 years, or I think 6 years, until this occurs again, the conjunction between Jupiter and Aries, which will happen again. It is a 13, I believe, year cycle. So we're at a point of awareness, and we realize, or we need to realize, that we are in this together. And this is a very profound time, and this will occur again in a few months. I can't remember exactly, maybe July or August. Don't quote me on that. I'll let you know when it happens. But this is part of the process. And so it's a very revolutionary time. And so we need to stay focused. We can't fall asleep as if we could. The alarm clock is going off. It's time for us to work the new paradigm. Have yourself a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Ciao.